Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Minute with Old Capital. James, what are the different classes of real estate?
So a lot of people, it's really A, B, and C, right? So when we're talking about property classes, you have, the top of the line, new construction, Class A. I would say stuff built in the last 10 to 15 years is really your Class A. That's a lot of the stuff here in Dallas, Class A, you're gonna be probably $200, $250 a door right now in terms of pricing. Your rents are gonna be $1,500 to $2,000 and up on Class A properties. But like the property we're at now, this was a Class B property, or is a Class B property. It's sort of built in the 1980s, maybe early 90s, has sort of your standard 8-foot ceilings. You're not really blown out any of the interiors or anything like that. And in Class C, that's gonna be really stuff built in the 60s and 70s. So you're gonna maybe have a flat roof. You might have a chiller for all the AC systems, and then that's going to be, the rents are going to probably be in the lower half, so maybe $800, $900 a month in rent. And so the number one thing that I would say it determines what class it is probably the rent that you're able to get, right?
Okay.
So everybody wants to grade things as either what's the property grade in terms of quality, but then also the location. So it's really a combination of those two.
So I hear vintage a lot with the brokers. What does vintage mean?
Vintage is just, the year that was constructed, really. In a lot of these deals, in the 60s, everyone did everything the exact same way, right? So everything had a chiller, everything had a flat roof, maybe even had the mansard roofs along the side. And so a lot of times when you go out and look at a property, you can just look at it and tell what the vintage is, right? And so a lot of people are moving up in class. So most people will start with maybe a C property or even a B property. And then as they are able to raise more equity, they're moving up in class just because cap rates have compressed so much in a lot of these property types.